Welcome to my June wrap-up. This is the video where I show you all the books that I've hauled in June, that I've read in June, and that I will be unhauling now. And as always, we are starting with the books that I've hauled in the last month. And you will be surprised because I've only got 3 new books. The first one is Caught Up by Narissa Allen, the second book in the Into Darkness series. And this is dark romance and mafia romance and Second Chance. And I've already read the book and really liked it. So it goes on this side of the table. The next one is A Torch Against the Night by Sawa Tahir. This is the second book in the An Ember in the Ashes series, and this is a stunning special edition. With sprayed edges. I can't wait to read this whole series, but I will wait a bit to do that because book 3 in this edition will be out in November this year and book 4 in February next year. And I don't want big breaks between the books, so I will probably start in November with the series. And the last book that I've hauled is Taming 7 by Chloe Walsh, also with a sprayed edge. This is book 5 in the Boys of Tommen series. And this is one of my favorite series ever. And I've already read book 5, so I will tell you more about it in a future video. That is not ready yet, but I'm working on it, so stay tuned. And with that, I've already started talking about the books that I've read in June. These were 2 of them. And before I come to the rest of the physical books that I've read, let's talk about the digital books. I've listened to Covered, the second book in the Fallen Angels series by J.R. Ward. This is part of my Black Dagger Universe buddy read, where we read 1 story every month, and we started this last year in summer. The Fallen Angels series is now the first series that intertwines with the Black Dagger Brotherhood series, so it is really interesting to me to see it in this context of Black Dagger, because I've read the Fallen Angels series before, but not in the context of the Black Dagger Brotherhood series, and it really adds some details to the plot, and I really like that. And I really like the humor of the series. It is super dry, super sarcastic, and that is pretty much my humor, so I enjoy the reread. And after that, I've continued another series, which is the Ruinous Love series by Bryn Weaver. And I've read the second book in the series, Leather and Lark. This is dark romance and also rom-com. It is about serial killers falling in love with each other. But I decided that portraying serial killer stuff in a humorous way is not for me, so I will not read book 3 in the series. And as we are talking about the series, I've read Rose in Chains by Julie Soto. This is the start of a new series, and it is one of the most popular Dramini fanfictions that was completely rewritten. And I can say this was one of my favorite reads in June. I inhaled this book and can't wait to read book 2. I know Rose in Chains just came out now at the start of July. I had an art copy of that. So I hope you all enjoy this book as much as I did. Fingers crossed. And now we can come to the physical books. The first one is The Half King by Melissa Landers. Also the first book in a series. Book 2 isn't out yet, but I also decided that I won't read book 2. I liked The Half King, but it was a lot that was packed in these 380 pages. And I personally would have preferred if things would have been a bit more slowed down, especially in the romance part. So I decided maybe not for me, but hopefully some other people can enjoy the book. And we have another young adult fantasy series. This is The Desert Heir by Sarah Hashem, the first book in a duology. And sadly, I didn't like this book. I really enjoyed the Egyptian-inspired world building, but things didn't make much sense to me, and I questioned a lot of the behavior of the characters here and their motives, and I don't understand them. There was a lot of back and forth, not only in their behavior but also in their thoughts, how they think about another person, and I don't like that. Book 2 is out now. It came out in June in English, but I won't continue the series. But I continued the Hunger Games universe with the German version of Sunrise on the Reaping. This is the newest book by Suzanne Collins in the whole Hunger Games universe, and it is the story of the 50th Hunger Games. So the Hunger Games that Haymitch won, and I really loved this book, especially the second half and the ending. Oh my god, I cried so much reading this. And I finished another series with that. So a little bit of applause, please. And after that, I decided that I should work on my 25 for 2025 list and maybe on my non-fictions. This was The Attempt, The Codebreaker by Walter Isaacson. And I don't know if you can see, but I tapped this book a lot. I really loved it. I loved learning about genetics and about the people behind this whole science. It was super interesting. And after that I decided to attend an online course about biology because I wanted to learn more. So I'm starting with the basics. The course begins this week. And this is no ad, but you can attend online courses by universities like Harvard or the MIT over the website edX.org. You can attend these courses for free and only need to pay a little bit of money if you want a certificate at the end. So it is a pretty cool opportunity to learn new things. I did this the first time in 2022 and took a course about neuroscience. So I definitely know this system works for me, and I can't wait to see what this new course brings to me. Another book from my 25 for 2025 list is this one, Nur vom Weltraum aus ist die Erde blau by Björn Stefan. Or the title translated to English, Only from Space, the Earth is Blue. Sadly, I DNF'd this book after 50 pages because I decided this book is not for me. and it didn't focus on the things that I expected from the story. But hey, this is one less book on my TBR, so it's a win. Play Along by Liz Tomford was a buddy read with Yassi. This is book 4 in the Windy City series, and I've already read book 1 to 3 with this friend and will read book 5 with her. It is really fun to discuss these books with her, and I really like buddy reads, so it is a win-win situation. And I really liked Isaiah here. Book 3 and 4 in the series are my favorites so far, even if Kennedy was a bit annoying in terms that the problem was only in her head and she doesn't talk about it. But all in all, I enjoyed Play Along and am really happy to read Rewind It Back, the story of Rio, in August. The Bands of Mourning by Brandon Sanderson was part of my Casimir read with me. This is book 3 in the second era of Mistborn, and these books are really entertaining, especially because of Wayne. I really love this character, but all in all, I liked the first era of Mistborn more than the second era, because I think the plot was more interesting and more cohesive. But I have one book left now in the Mistborn series, and that is The Lost Metal, which I will read now in July. We are now 12 books down, and I have one book left, which is Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. I won't tell you much about this because this book will be in one of my future videos that will come out now in July. 2 other books for this vlog are on my July TBR, so I will read them soon, will edit the vlog, and then you can watch it. But for now, that's it. 13 books read, only one book left on my haul pile, which is the most successful reading month this whole year, and I'm really proud of myself. And you know what's coming next. I will decide which of these books I will unhaul, and there are definitely some books in the stack. This is the first one, The Half King by Melissa Landers will find a new home. Also The Desert Air by Sarah Hashem and Nur vom Weltraum aus ist die Erde blau also needs to go now, and I hope they will find a home where they are much more enjoyed, but the rest will stay for now. And with that, we are already at the end of this wrap up. Please tell me in the comments what you have read in June. What was your favorite read? I would like to know. Like this video if you wanna, follow my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye!